Everyone, today we will discuss about the next module, that is materials management. So just quite easy topic, we can learn very easily. So what is materials management? We already know that what is raw materials, how it is useful in the organization or in the industry. So how to manage the raw materials so that we can manufacture the product without disturbance. So what is materials management? Materials are very important in the manufacturing of a product. No production is possible without materials. Moreover, materials form an important part of the cost of a commodity, and therefore proper control over its procurement, issue, movement and use are necessary. So proper and effective management of materials is a necessity of the organization. We can say materials management refers to an activity having all control over the materials used and the commodities produced by the concern. Okay, let us will go for the next concept, objectives of materials management. There are two objectives, mainly there are two objectives. First one is primary objectives and second one is secondary objectives. So what are those primary objectives? First one is low prices. Usually the manufacturer wants to purchase the raw materials at lowest cost, because first of all he has invested more amount of money in the business. So to possible extent he wanted to be save the cost in all respects. As one of the point is that is purchasing of raw materials. He wants to be purchase the raw materials at lowest prices so that in future he can earn more profit. And second one is high inventory turnover. So if you would have able to manage the turnover or inventory, we can say that inventory turnover, that is stock of the raw materials, then it will not disturb the production process. That means there will be continuity in the manufacturing process. Next, third one is low cost acquisition and possession. So if materials are handled and stored efficiently, then real cost will be lower. Okay, if you are able to manage the raw materials very efficiently, then real cost is very low. Acquisition and possession costs are low when the receiving and stores departments operate efficiently. So it is very important in any industry, the receiving department and store departments, if they should operate very efficiently, then we can manage the materials very well. Next, fourth objective of materials management is continuity of supply. So we know that the importance of raw materials. If the raw materials are continuously supplied, then the production process will not stop. Okay, so that we can earn more profit within a specified period of time. That means we already know that industries should process the automation process. If you want to not to stop that automation process, then there will be a continuity of supply of raw materials. Next, fifth one is consistency of quality. So if you want to be maintain the quality of the product consistently, then you should have the effective control over the uh, raw materials. Otherwise you will be get an different type of quality of product. So next, sixth one is a low payroll cost. The objective of low payroll cost is common to every organization. The lower the payroll, the higher the profit, and all other factors being equal. Next, uh, objective of materials management is favorable supplier relations. So it is very important for every industrialist to maintain the cordial relationship between the manufacturer and raw material supplier, because it is not a 1 or 2 days relation. It has to be continued for a longer period of time, or it has to be continued for a throughout the lifetime of the company. So Maintaining cordial relations with the suppliers benefits the buying company is more than the other way. In the first place, a company with good reputation in supplier relations is more likely to attract customers than the one with a had one with a bad name. Okay. Secondly, the product development and research efforts of suppliers are passed on to the company, provided the latter maintains good relations with the former. Okay. So materials management is very important for maintaining the good cordial relationship between manufacturer and supplier. Next, eighth one is development of personnel. So if all the employees wants to be have a satisfactory mind, then there will be a continuity in the supply of raw materials, because without raw materials they cannot work in the organization. So you should provide them a quality raw materials so that they can peacefully work with the machines. So that is called as the development. Their development will also takes place. And even when you pay the money to the supplier of the raw materials in time, they will also develop, because if you are not pay the money in time to the suppliers, then there will be a damage in the relations, so that their development will also not takes place. Next, last ninth objective of raw material is good records. So good records are considered a primary objective of materials management. So materials management, particularly in the procurement phase of the materials, and so at the time of purchasing of the raw materials, you need to be maintain the good records. So materials management is very helpful to businessmen to compete with other industries. So very important for all the kinds of industries. Next, second type of objective is secondary objectives. What are those secondary objectives? Reciprocal relation. So this inverse relation type it is. Okay, reciprocal. See, it is, I will tell you in a clear sentence what is this reciprocal relation. If you purchase the raw materials in time, then your manufacturing a product will not stop. If you are not able to manufacture the product in time, then you cannot satisfy the customer demand in the market. So this is inverse relation or reciprocal relation. So your quality manufacturing product, okay, or we can say that quality oriented process will get affected on customer demand in the market. So it is an inverse relation, because customers are different, they are the outside the company. Okay, you are inside the company, that means your work will be takes place inside. So whatever you are doing here, it will get affected on indirectly it will get affected on the customers. Okay, that is called as reciprocal. Secondary. So if you know how to maintain the material, definitely you can achieve the secondary objectives, that is reciprocal relations. Next, new materials and products. So materials management will be able to industrialist to identify the new raw materials, as well as come up with a new designed oriented product. Next, third secondary objective is economic make or buy. So this is left in the hand of top management. They should decide what to purchase and what not to purchase. So they have to be prepare the report with whom they wanted to be purchased the raw materials, at what cost or at what price, because it is very important for the health of the organization. They have to be keep in their mind that there should not be any loss in the purchasing of the raw materials. Okay, it means that I can say that you should not bring your organization in such a position that you have to be purchase the raw materials at the highest cost. No, don't bring your organization in such a position. You should always purchase the raw materials at reasonable cost. Okay, because that is the only one way that you can increase your product. Next, fourth objective of the materials management is standardization. So very important. If you are able to purchase a quality raw materials, then definitely you can maintain the standardization in the finished good. Okay, next fifth second year objective is product improvement. Of course, very simple concept it is. So materials management is very helpful for improvement over product whatever you are manufacturing. Next sixth objective of materials management is interdepartmental harmony. So we know that in the organization, any one department is failed to do the function, then it will get affected on all the departments. So if the finance department is failed to submit the report to the personnel department, then whole function will be get disturbed. In the same way, materials management department should also maintain the all the types of records so that it will not get affected on other functions. So that process is called as interdepartmental harmony. So materials management department deals with almost all departments in the company. Of course, almost all the departments it will get affected. If this department only is not operating smoothly, then it will get affected on other departments. Next not last but not the least, seventh one, acquisitions. Okay, business acquisitions and mergers are common. Acquisition is taken as one of the ways of business expansion. It is no easy job to identify a possible candidate for acquisition and then to make the necessary overtunes for eventual merger. Okay, next last secondary objective is forecast. Forecast means if you are able to guess how to purchase, when to purchase, with whom you want to purchase, or how much raw materials are required in this month, then you can easily forecast how much is required in after some period of time. So it is a judgment. Okay, for it is also materials management is also very helpful for forecasting about the future. Thank you. Okay, we will discuss about the another concept, that is functions of materials management. Okay, we will finish it today. Functions of materials management also. The first function is planning function. So materials management is I already told you that it is very helpful for plan about the future. That means how much is required for manufacturing process in future. So I will tell you the translation of the sales projection into long-term requirements of materials. We can project about the sales. Okay, materials management very important function is projection about the sales. Okay, so it is also very helpful for arrange the facilities required for the materials management. Next second function is production control. Of course, it is a common sense that if you are able to maintain the materials, then definitely we can have a control over the production. Next third one is purchasing. Of course, another function is that purchasing department procures the materials of desired quality in time to meet the production specifications at the lowest possible cost. So the main activities of purchasing is selection of acceptable suppliers and issue of purchase order. Okay? To look for new materials and suppliers that can contribute to company profit. Next, fourth function of materials management is inventory and stores control. Of course, we know that inventory means stock, so we can have an effective control over the stock and stores, okay, by materials management. Okay, materials management another function. Next, fifth one is receiving and stores. Okay, the main activities of this section is to accept the delivery of purchased materials, verify them, and a packing slip, inspection, etc. Okay, and store the materials properly according to the policy and ensure their quick identification. So like this, different kinds of receiving and stores function is also performed. Next sixth one is physical distribution. That means on what mode the goods has to be dispatched, that we can decide whether it is road, railway, or air, water. So there are different modes of transportation are there that we can decide. And the seventh one is materials handling. So materials management is very helpful for how to handle the materials, or whether it is to handle in-plant materials through trucking, pallets, containers, etc. Okay. Next, eighth one is last one is traffic. Traffic function is concerned with the incoming consignments of raw materials and outgoing shipments of finished products. And the former is sometimes attached to the receiving function and the later to shipment. So like this we can learn the functions of materials management. Okay, thank you.